All right, good evening, guys. I haven't been in touch in a while with the entire group. It's been we'll call it a long month. We did some hiring, which is amazing. Welcome to all of our new people. I've been keeping really close tabs on everybody's training. Things are going well. I guess in regards to that, I would love to start with suggesting I obviously have Pretzel up, and we're talking about training. Um, Most of you know, and it's still confidential, but we're getting ready to get started on Pretzel. It'll start next Monday, so we have 1 week to get really pinned in. I was away for a week, which I very rarely do, but which is not work related. However, much needed, and but back to work and ready to go. Um, the bottom line is Pretzel is a massive piece of our puzzle. In the last 10 years, we've done it twice. Most of you have never seen it. Some of us have, and you might hear some horror stories about how Pretzel went in the past and whatnot. We've done a really good job of taking a look at Pretzel and making sure that number one, the consumer really wants this back, and you got to remember, 8-10 years ago when we ran it the first time. I was 10 years younger, and most of you were too young to know. And then we ran it a couple of years later, and again, kind of things changed, and now we're running again. So the demographics changed, the landscape has changed. We live in a much more digital world. We live in a much more viral world as far as social is concerned. And this is a pizza and a product that garners a crazy amount of attention. It has, and they've asked for it, and we're bringing it back. So obviously you've trained on it. There's lots of training materials in store. We're going to continue this week to reinforce those things. This thing has to be made correctly, though. Please understand that we will not sell a pizza that is not perfect. We will hold a ton of them. We will sell a ton of them. Trust me. These are some, coaching guides. You're looking at crusts that weren't brushed properly with the things. Pepperoni placement's obviously crucial, and the amount of salt that we put on the crust is obviously integral to the flavor profile. And one thing that's different, obviously, the cheese sauce and the Parmesan mixture is something that's very unique to this. However, they can digitally and or in store order it with the regular sauce. In the event that they do, obviously it's a weight. We're not going to hold those, so please don't worry too much about that. But I wanted to start with that just to make sure that we get on track. The other piece of the puzzle that we're going to put together this week is the pretzel bread. I'm just going to it's a pull apart concept, and we've looked at this from a Cine standpoint, which is amazing. And we've also looked at it now from another platform, which is the pretzel bread. This pull apart is just an amazing piece for us. I think it's awesome. You guys have tried it. You see it. It actually looks like this in store. It's really easy to make, which is great for us. That's what I worry about the most. Obviously, operationally, can you do it en masse and well? The answer is yes. It's made with a deep dish product. Our dough people, shout out to them. They've been doing a great job of making sure dough is great. They have to continue to do that. By the way, we'll get into this concept of moving forward. Different people in different positions, but note that some of you will move into a dough position at some point in time. The pull apart bread, though, is an amazing product, and we'll back this up with pretzel bread. So pretzel bread will, accentuate the pretzel pizza. Just like ICB, just like Crazy Bread, this will be a massive seller. It'll be a front suggestion, though. People will need to know it's there, but it comes with the sauce. That's included in the price. And if you haven't tried it yet, make sure you try it this week. It's fantastic. I'm really excited about this campaign. I will be honest with you. I thought, oh my God, are we really going back to pretzel? But adding in the bread and the social content and the new demographic and the younger generation and all of those things that go with it, this is a big time program for us. This is going to be amazing. I'm really excited about it, and I'm excited that you're going to be a part of it because it's going to go off, and there's going to be tons of incentives. I'm looking at incentivizing staffs. We're going to maybe do a East versus West contest. We haven't done that in a long time. Most of you have never been privy to an East versus West. It gets really intense. East is beast, West is best. We'll see how it goes. But I'm just really excited. As far as training is concerned, and some other things are concerned in regards to our staff and kind of where we're moving. And I alluded to Dole a little bit. We're going to have some movement in the next little while, and I'm actually really excited about this. We haven't had movement in a long time. Whenever we have movement, to me that means we might be moving on from just some really, really integral people in our organization. And we're never going to suggest that that's a good thing, but we are going to suggest that it's a good thing. And the reason we're going to suggest it's a good thing is because I told everybody this on day one in our orientation. The thing that I want to and Sue and I in our organization in the last 10 years have always promoted is this idea of movement and growth. I'm a teacher by trade, and I would be ridiculously remiss, and I'd be lying to you if I suggested that I didn't want to create an environment where people could move on. And if it means moving on within our organization, so starting at orientation to a crew member to moving into shift leader into a management position, etc., or even moving on out of our organization, allowing myself and or Sue to reference your time with us to further your endeavors, your future, etc. That's kind of the whole idea behind everything that we do. It's what I do every day. It's I try and move and shake and grow and I just think it's an important piece. And I guess if I want to say less, I'm excited that there's some opportunity in the next little while for lots of you to move up. We have met with some of you already. I'm going to make a cognizant effort in the next 2 weeks to really, really push hard from a marketing perspective because I really need to. But I want to, jump in on the human resources end of things and really get to the point where I come and meet with the lot of you and kind of see where you're at. So if you're brand new to the organization, again, welcome. I'm going to meet because I keep tabs on everybody and kind of what's going on and just I want to keep a pulse on I trust our managers, I trust our shift leaders, I trust you to work in store, but I want to make sure you're okay and I want to make sure there's support there. If I'm not supporting you well enough, I want to know that, and the only way to do that is ask. So I'm going to reach out this week. I'm going to try and stop in stores regularly. You'll see a lot of me within the next couple weeks. Again, some conversations will be heavy, some will be light, but nonetheless, I really want to get a feel for where you're at, and I want to let you know where I think you're at and where we think you are fitting into our future. Again, it doesn't have to be forever, but what's the next step for you? You need to be making next steps. What is your next step? So whether you're moving from, I can dress pizzas to I want to be at the front, or I'm a front to I want to be a shift leader, or I'm a shift leader and I want to interview for a management position. Amazing. Or I'm moving on and I need a reference. We want to be part of that growth process for you. We're excited for you. We're excited for us. It's a great time for us. We have a ton of new staff. We have a ton of new excitement. We have a ton of awesome products coming. We're going to finish off Quattro Strong. We're going to jump into Pretzel. We got a sick LTO coming. I can't say anything about it just yet, but it's going to be great. But more importantly, I'm just really excited about the next little while. I'm really excited about the last little bit. Continue the good work. Keep the promise. 30 seconds, perfect pizza, smile every time. And hopefully we'll see you in store this week. Thanks, guys, for everything that you do always, and we'll see you in store.